Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll just let you know what happened and how we feel about the whole thing. Um, my goodness, we've lived here for almost 20 years, and in that 20 years, we've had our three children grow up in this house. Our oldest is now 30. We have a 27-year-old and a 23-year-old, and I got to tell you, they were rowdy children, so the house took a beating. We've been through animals. We've had three animals through the house, dogs, and a multitude of different animals in the house. So the house hadn't been painted interiorly, professionally, since we bought it. Now, of course, we ourselves have tried to do walls and could never get lines straight or do any of the patching correctly, so we decided it was really time to have a professional come in and do some work for us. We used Service Magic to get as many contractors as we could because we thought the more the better. And we got several from them. I think it was 5 different companies that they provided us with online that we could do a comparison with. And then we had a neighbor who had some painting done, and one of their referrals was provided as well. So what we did is we brought everybody in and had them walk the house and give us bids. And with the clips, I think one of the things that was convincing up front was through the walkthrough how thorough they were. They were noticing things that we weren't noticing, which was a good sign. And when the bids started coming in, they weren't the lowest, but they certainly were not the highest. And I think comfort is a real key thing when you select somebody to do some work, especially in your house. So overall, after a long period of time, we made a selection to go with Eclipse painting. I work all the time, so my wife was going to have to be here. And you know, that's always a concern when you've got people in the house with your wife all the time. And so I would try to take off a little early and get home just to make sure everything was okay. And in the first 2 days of meeting the people that they had working in the house and the folks that run the business, I felt very comfortable. So I had no qualms with having my wife here during the day with the workers and everything. Very nice people, very thorough people. Anything that needed to be done was done. Professional. I mean, I think the real key thing is it's the prep work. We were worried because, heck, we've never had anything like this done in our house. And there was all kinds of things that needed to be done, like texturing over the years. We bashed holes in the walls to put paintings up and tried to patch ourselves, and it didn't look real professional. And they came through and identified all of the marks that needed to be done. They did the orange peel or the texturing, whatever that's called, and that came out beautifully. Thank goodness, because that's where we kind of messed up in the past. So throughout the whole process, I think the color selection, the walkthroughs, we had multiple walkthroughs at several different phases of this thing to make sure everything was right. We felt comfortable through the whole process. It was done very professionally. We got along very well with the folks that are putting this whole thing together. And I think ultimately today and yesterday were the days that we did our final walkthrough, and I'll tell you, this is like a brand new house to us. It's a beautiful job. All the detail in the home is great. We're sitting in my dining room right now, and we even did 3 tones in the ceiling, and I just have to tell you that I didn't know it could look so beautiful in a dining room. So very happy with everything they've done. I'd recommend them to my closest friends. So I don't know if there's anything else I should say, but we're extremely happy, and they did a fantastic job.
Wow.